The internet is now inundated with records about unusual and bizarre laws from over the world. What huge numbers of these rundowns won't let you know is that a large portion of these laws are not, at this point, upheld today. Here, we have a rundown of most absurd laws from over the world that are still as a result today. These aren't dark standards wrote down on some material close to arrangements for catapulting convicts, they've raised legitimate ruckus for individuals in this century. Associating with someone else's Wi-Fi without permission. Singapore. In Singapore, associating with another person's Wi-Fi problem area without authorization could pack you 3 years detainment and a fine of 10,000 Singapore dollars. The law is a piece of Singapore's Computer Misuse and Cybersecurity Act, which considers such conduct as hacking. In 2006, 17-year-old youngster Gerald Tan Jia Luo turned into the primary individual to be captured and arraigned for utilizing another person's Wi-Fi without authorization. He was not sent to jail since he was underage. Rather, he got year-and-a-half's probation, some portion of which he was to spend at home. He was prohibited from utilizing the internet while the probation endured. The adjudicator expressed the boycott was fundamental in light of the fact that Gerald was likewise dependent on the internet and web-based gaming. Chewing gum. Singapore. Chewing gum has been restricted in Singapore since 1992. The boycott was a piece of the approaches presented by Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew to transform Singapore into a first world nation. The law was passed in light of the fact that individuals were enamored with staying their chewing gum on asphalt and train entryways. This frequently made issues, particularly on the train doors. During a meeting with Lee in 2000, Peter Day of the BBC referenced that chewing gum could advance innovative reasoning. Lee expressed that chewing gum was completely a demonstration of fiendishness. He included that any individual who felt he was unable to think or be innovative without chewing could simply bite a banana. Singapore loosened up the boycott in 2004, when the legislature allowed drug specialists and dental specialists to sell clinical biting gum. This implies chewing gum darlings need a clinical solution to purchase gum. In any case, vacationers are permitted to bring restricted measures of chewing gum into the nation for individual use. Sharing your Netflix password. Tennessee, U.S. Tennessee has a law disallowing inhabitants from imparting their Netflix passwords to anybody. The law doesn't make a difference just to Netflix yet to each amusement site that requires membership. The law is to some degree amusing, since Netflix permits clients to impart their passwords to up to 4 people, the law is certifiably not another one. It is really an update of a previously existing law to forestall satellite TV membership burglary. Obviously, the update was sponsored by the Recording Industry Association of America, which was worried about individuals wrongfully sharing music, while the law is focused at programmers who sell Netflix login subtleties and supporters who send their logins to such a large number of individuals. Lawmakers concur that blameless clients can be captured for violating the law. Wrongdoers who spent $500 worth of the administration could be pummeled with a $2,500 fine and a time of detainment, while guilty parties who go above $500 will get progressively genuine punishments. Getting drunk in a bar. Alaska, U.S. In the event that there is one spot individuals are well on the way to become inebriated, it is a bar. So it is to some degree amusing that Alaska passed a law prohibiting individuals from becoming inebriated in bars. The law was presented after the state government acknowledged Lushes carried out most of wrongdoings in Alaska. Alaskan cops took to implementing the law in 2012. Casually dressed cops visited arbitrary bars to discover alcoholic supporters. When they speculated somebody was smashed, they called different cops to make the capture. Barkeeps weren't saved, either, since they could likewise be captured for offering liquor to an alcoholic individual. Since it's absolutely impossible of affirming that somebody was smashed, cops just captured individuals who were regurgitating, tumbling off stools, or outright establishing a disturbance. Cutting the lawn on Sunday. Germany. Germany has more than 82 million individuals, which is about a fourth of the number of inhabitants in the United States. However, it is simply 3.7% the size of the U.S. This implies Germany has bunches of individuals packed in extremely restricted space. One of the results of having such a large number of individuals in a little space is clamor. Bunches of noise. To neutralize this, Germany presented Ruhezeit. Ruutsite, which means rest time, decides certain times when individuals are relied upon to not make commotion. The time fluctuates from state to state, however, is by and large from 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. the following day. A few states likewise watch Ruutsite between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. each evening. In any case, all states watch Ruutsite during the entire of Sundays and open holidays. Noise is carefully taboo during Ruutsite. Nobody is permitted to cut their yards, fire up their vehicles, play noisy music, or even utilize the clothes washer on the off chance that they live in an apartment. Ruutsite has prompted some extremely intriguing legitimate issues. At the point when one neighbor griped that the frogs in his neighbor's lake upset him around evening time, the court concluded that frogs are a piece of nature and that the upset neighbor ought to get earplugs. At the point when another whined that his neighbor's canine yapped excessively, the court decided that the pooch should bark for close to 30 minutes per day. Offending the monarchy Thailand. The lèse-majesté law of Thailand denies anybody from offending the Thai imperial family. The law is extremely dubious in Thailand, where it has been utilized to chase political adversaries. Be that as it may, it turns out to be increasingly disputable the second we understand the ruler's canine is viewed as a piece of the illustrious family, and any individual who affronts the pooch can be rebuffed under the law. In 2015, a Thai man remained under the steady gaze of a shut court and looked down to 37 years detainment for offering sarcastic remarks about the Lord's pooch. The canine being referred to was a crossbreed called Thong Dang Copper. It was the most loved of the late King Bhumipol Adulyadej. Ruler Bhumipol adored Copper so much that he composed a book about the creature. The book was later made into an energized film that turned into the second most elevated film industry worker in its time of release. The charged, Thanakorn Siripie Boon, as far as anyone knows, made some Facebook posts where he derided Copper, King Bhumipol, and a continuous military defilement case. Nobody realizes what Thanakorn posted about Copper, since rehashing it would be a demonstration of rehashing the wrongdoing. Thailand's oversight laws additionally implied that papers couldn't print whatever Thanakorn apparently posted, either. The universal version of the New York Times sold in Thailand left the space that should contain the alleged affront clear. Freely playing the national anthem twice a day. Thailand. At 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. consistently, radio broadcasts, TV stations, and amplifiers all over Thailand begin playing the Thai national anthem. Everybody is required to prepare for action at that point. Individuals sitting will rise, individuals strolling will stop, and everything will grind to a halt until the song of devotion is finished. In certain spots, individuals can in any case be captured for not halting what they're doing while the song of devotion plays. The open halving of the Thai hymn is impact of a few laws presented by Prime Minister Plak Phibunsongkhram, who is known as Phibun, in 1932. Phibun requested that the national anthem be played at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. consistently and that everybody get ready until it was finished. Phibun likewise requested that all Thais know the song of devotion by heart, eat with spoons and forks, wear shoes, and dress in Western style. They were additionally expected to eat a limit of multiple times a day. In 2007, some resigned armed force officers suggested that the law necessitating that everybody stop while the song of devotion was being played be revised to incorporate vehicles. That way, vehicles would likewise grind to a halt until the song of devotion was finished. The National Legislative Assembly expressed that the proposed alteration could create turmoil and set up a board to investigate it.